Dr. Anthony Harper here, blessed to be in Jerusalem. This is a very special day regarding fighting anti-Semitism, and there are a lot of very challenging issues to deal, very emotional issues. And you're thinking about what happened 75 years ago. This is in memory of the liberation of Auschwitz and Birkenau prisons, but so much more. And this wonderful man is more than an overcomer, a survivor of all this. And so for our listeners, your name and where you were rescued from, and a little bit about how that came to be.
Okay, my name is Jehoshua Pomeranz. I was born on April of 1939 and in Radom, Poland. Radom is a city south of Warsaw, about 100,000 people it had, and about 30,000 of them were Jews. And 6 months after I was born, the Germans came into the city, and I survived the war in this city of Poland in different venues, and mainly through the efforts of my mother and God. And I was liberated in January of 1945 by the Russian army.
A very, very tumultuous time. You think about all the, the experiences that have happened. I've been to Yad Vashem,
Right.
and it is very moving. It's very upsetting about what has happened. I've heard the phrase, never again. I'm curious about where that phrase came from.
Okay, the phrase comes from the attempt of the Jews and the world to say that a Holocaust will never happen again.
Mm-hmm.
And the Jewish state has, I think, done the most to prevent another destruction of the Jews. And that's because it's self-reliant and has its own defenses.
Okay.
And we have not had that for 3,000 years, not since the time that Solomon and David ruled Jerusalem and Israel. So I think it's a wonderful thing, and that's why I'm here to be in this place. I must say, though, that as a survivor, my main goal, being privileged to have survived, was, I would call, rebuilding. I very strongly wanted to rebuild my family, to be compatible and to know and abide by the same Jewish values as the people that were destroyed in Europe, and particularly my own family, my father, and my grandparents, my cousins. I only survived together with my mother and my sister and one cousin. So God has blessed my wife Miriam and me, and we have very good children, and they're all observant Jews, and we have fantastic grandchildren. And I would say one of my greatest privileges is to learn Talmud with my grandchildren. And they're grown grandchildren by now, they're in their 20s, but the experience to learn the same things that the old generation learned, the same values, the same laws, together with your grandchildren, that's what I pride myself and am very grateful to God that He allowed me to live to that moment.
So, do you have some more information you could share with our viewers about your story more in detail? Maybe a website. How would people know more?
There is a Hebrew website, but I don't remember. There is a Hebrew website. People, when I first came to Israel 12 years ago, a number of students came and interviewed me, and then put that story on the website.
Okay, so they could easily find it through your name.
I
most
think
likely,
so.
Yes.
Yes, I think so. It's in Hebrew, though.
Okay. Yes. So once again, you can state your full name, and then people can check you out online, maybe.
Okay, my name is Jehoshua Pomeranz.
Okay. And people can contact us, of course, if they want to know more. And it's a blessing to be here with you today, very historic day. And you are more than an overcomer, and we do thank God for rescuing you there, and hopefully a day of peace very soon.
Thank you.
So.
Okay, I just want to say one more thing. It's wonderful to see all the people here today gathered in Israel to try to commemorate, first of all, the destruction, and to try to use that memory to prevent further anti-Semitism. I hope they succeed. I hope it's more than just speeches. I hope they do the things in this world that will lessen the problem of Jew hatred. Thank
Yes.
you.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Great to be with you here today.
Thank you.
Thank you.